Hey guys, this is Drake from Body by Drake. I'm here today to show you some easy at-home meal prep recipes. All the measurements needed for the 150 to 200 pound adult. Today I'm going to show you a chicken salad that can either be eaten for lunch or dinner. Then I got a ground beef recipe with red potato and green beans that can be eaten for lunch and dinner as well. And then we have a chicken sweet potato and broccoli recipe that can be eaten for lunch or dinner. All right guys, so first things first, we're going to want to prepare our carbohydrates first because they do take the longest to cook. So today I got red potatoes and sweet potatoes. I got my oven set to 450 degrees. Got those washed off, so I'm just going to place those on our little rack there. Make sure you got some tin foil so they don't stick on. Cover those in a little pan just so you make sure it doesn't stick. And then a little trick, we're going to pierce each potato a few times with a fork just so the heat gets in there and the potato cooks a little bit faster. Okay, now that we got these all set, they're ready to go in the oven. All right guys, so I got my proteins all set up. I got my 6 ounces of ground beef right here. That's the 96.4 ground beef. And then I have my thinly sliced chicken breast right here. I'm going to trim that, make sure that there's no fat on there, and then weigh it out. So you just want to make sure you got no visible fat off on there. You would want to cut that all off. Anything that would look chewy when you bite into it, you don't want to have that in any of your meals. All right guys, so we're going to cook our proteins. I got my 12 ounces of trimmed chicken, thinly sliced. I got my 6 ounces of ground beef. Okay. Let's toss that right in there. Make sure you hear that sizzle. There you go. And we're just going to separate this chicken nicely so each piece cooks evenly. You want to start mixing up the beef. Make it nice and crumbly. Make sure there's no strings or clumps in there. And make sure you cook it till all the water is gone and then you hear a nice crackle. All right guys, so we're going to season our proteins. You don't really need to use much seasoning at all. As long as you're using fresh organic ingredients, all the taste should be there. Today I'm just going to use a little bit of salt and pepper. Just throw a couple shakes on each little piece there. Good, cover the beef a little bit so that makes it a little bit more savory. Okay, and get a little bit of pepper in your hand. I like to be sparingly with that. And just drizzle that over each little piece there so it gives it that nice kick with the salt. Okay, so the chicken is looking pretty cooked on the side there. It's all turning all white. So you just want to stick a fork underneath that, get a nice flip. Make sure you see some nice burn marks on that. You see clear juices coming out. So let's start preparing our veggies, get our proteins and get our carbohydrates, put them all together and start making these meals, guys. So I got my fistful of veggies prepared. Got a good fistful of spinach and lettuce in this one. Good fistful serving of broccoli in this one. And then a fistful serving of green beans in this one. All right guys, so we got our chicken all cooked up. We're gonna put it on the cutting board and we're gonna make it into thin little strips. Potatoes are out of the oven. Now it's time to prepare those. Our recipe calls for 3/4 cups of either sweet potato or red potato. So I'm just going to start by scooping the sweet potato in there and just pack it in until there's no more gaps of air in there. About 3/4 cup of sweet potato there. Just going to place that off. Okay. Now I'm going to do my red potato. So I got the red potato pressed down in there. That's about 3/4 cup. Carbs are all measured out and ready to go, guys. Okay, guys, so finally we're all set together. First one I'm going to start off with is our chicken salad. I'm going to take about half of that chicken we cooked. 6 ounces. Nice strips there. Okay, no carbs for this one because it is meant to be eaten at nighttime, so we're going to add a little bit of olive oil for that. Okay, so we got our 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So there you go. 6 ounces of chicken, tablespoon and a half of olive oil, fist size of spinach and lettuce. That's meal 1. Okay, our second meal was our ground beef, red potato, and green beans. So I'm going to take our 3/4 cup of red potato there, throw that in there. Okay, I'm going to take the 6 ounces of ground beef we cooked. Okay, and there you have it. 6 ounces of ground beef, 3/4 cup of red potato, and then a fistful of green beans. And third meal, we're going to use the rest of our chicken, 6 ounces. We got our broccoli and then 3/4 cup sweet potato. We're going to put our sweet potato right there on top of the broccoli. And then just off to the side of that, put our strips of chicken. And there you have it. 6 ounces of grilled sliced chicken, fistful serving of broccoli, and then 3/4 cup of sweet potato. Pack these up, and now I'm ready for a day of successful eating.